You noticed it, didn't you? That number that kept popping up everywhere suddenly, it stopped. And it's no coincidence that you are watching this video right now, at the very moment you were trying to make sense of that silence. Give me the next few minutes because what I'm about to explain will completely change how you view this void, and I promise you, walk away understanding, something that could stay with you for the rest of your life. You kept seeing 444 on the clock, always at the same time, in your change at the bakery, on the license plate of a car passing you, 3 times in a single day, in completely different places, and every time it happened, something inside your chest would relax, as if someone somewhere you couldn't see was watching over your every step, but then, overnight, it vanished. You went looking for it, you checked the clock at odd hours just to test if it was still there. Nothing. And a question began to gnaw at you. Quietly, in the dead of night, have my angels left? Did I do something wrong? Have I stopped deserving that care? Maybe you haven't even told anyone about this. After all, how could you explain to someone that you miss a number? Who would understand that it wasn't about the number itself, but the sense of companionship it brought? You kept that unease to yourself, smiling on the outside while wondering on the inside if you'd imagined it all along. Take a breath, because there is an explanation for this silenzione that hardly any channel about angels and numbers will tell you correctly. And before I give you that explanation, I need to show you something that will give you goosebumps, because it connects directly to what's happening to you right now, at this very moment as you read. These words, stay with me until the end. It's not that I'm asking for a favor, but stopping this video halfway through is like turning off the radio, just as someone is warning you about a dangerous curve in the road. The time you're using right now is ENT being wasted. It's being invested in your own protection. And I think, deep down, a part of you already knows this, which is why you haven't closed this video yet. There is a very common belief, repeated almost everywhere, that goes like this: as long as the number keeps appearing, the universe is with you. When it stops appearing, it means the universe has abandoned you. I need to tell you this with the utmost care. That's backwards. The truth is exactly the opposite. The number 444 didn't yet appear to entertain you. It appeared to confirm something specific, that you were being prepared, watched over, and accompanied during a transitional phase. And when that phase ends, when the preparation is complete, the sign disappears, because it has fulfilled its role. It wasn't meant to stay forever. It was meant to accompany you up to a certain point and then make way for something else. And that something else is exactly what I want to talk to you about now, because there is a window of time, usually between 3 and 7 days after the number vanishes, when something truly changes in the lives of those who have gone. Through this, I'll explain what usually happens during those days, but first, I need to share something brief with you because it will help you recognize the signs when it happens to you. Some people write to me saying that shortly after the number disappeared, they received a message out of the blue for no apparent reason from someone they hadn't spoken to in months. Others say that a door regarding work which had been closed for a long time suddenly opened in an unexpected way. Some recount that precisely during those days of silence they made a decision they had been avoiding for months, and that decision unlocked everything that had been stalled around them. It is ENT always something huge. Sometimes it's just a stray word someone says without realizing it was exactly what you needed to hear that day. I'm not saying this is guaranteed to happen, I'm saying it's a pattern that repeats itself far too often to be mere coincidence. Write this in the comments. Right now, before we go any further, I acknowledge the silence and I am ready to receive what comes next. This simple act helps anchor that intention, and you'll explain why in just a few minutes. I know you're already well into this video and you might be thinking about leaving, but I need to ask for a few more minutes of your time, because the part coming up next is something hardly any channel about numbers and signs ever mentions, and it has everything to do with why you stopped seeing this specific number rather than any other. Anyone who understands the language of signs knows one thing: every number carries a different kind of care. The number 444 is linked to protection, to foundations, and to the feeling of being safe while something is being built behind the scenes.